I'm Jessica Arellano for Education 639, and this is.
Amy Wiseman, and I am the district tech coach K through 12. I have been in this position for, I've been in the teaching field for 10 years, and then district tech coach for 5 years full time. I also run a tech help class, and that's just consists of students fixing Chromebooks and doing general tech tickets.
Okay. So for clarification, our district uses one-to-one Chromebook technology for K through 12, and that's a lot of what she assists with. So how would you identify any, or describe how you identify current trends in technology that you think might be useful for our school?
Okay. A lot of times, obviously, going to several conferences throughout the year to stay up to date, and then also I'm part of a tech listserv that has a lot of tech coaches in the area or just technology staff, and we kind of bounce ideas off of each other on that. And then on Twitter. Twitter really helps me with the current trends. It helps me kind of connect with other schools that are one-to-one with Chromebooks.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Okay.
that's helps me.
So it's a lot of collaboration,
Yes.
networking.
Networking.
That's cool. As far as you're concerned, what trends do you think are likely to have a large impact on teaching, learning, and education in the next few years?
I would say 3D printing and coding, virtual reality and wearables, and then the mobile technology, I think is going to be huge in the next couple of years.
What exactly do you mean by mobile tech?
Mobile tech just meaning the amount that everybody has on hand and what they can do with it in the classroom and things like that. So
like having this device and this device and this
Yes.
kind of device and how they all work together.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's cool. What do you take into consideration when you are deciding what kind of technologies to recommend to teachers or for the district?
Okay. Grade level.
Okay.
The device that they have, just whether it can, if it's touch screen, what kind of Chromebook they have, and then also the end goal of the project or the assignment. What tech can be used to make sure the curriculum is covered and everything can be covered with that tech piece.
Okay. So we are in a much more smaller, more rural school.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think that means that we might see trends in technology differently or make different decisions than larger schools or more urban schools? Or do you think it's kind of all the same everywhere?
I think in comparison, just from Dixon, that's close by us.
Mm-hmm.
I think that being a smaller school, we are kind of we've got to be or one-to-one a lot faster because we're
Okay.
smaller. So I think in some ways, being a smaller school, we are able to get our hands more on the tech than a larger school because obviously they have to buy more of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in one way that's a huge benefit. And then what else? The other question was that?
Oh, just do you think that makes us make different decisions because we're smaller versus a larger school or a
Right.
rural versus an urban school?
Yeah, and I mean, and then an urban school, I do see that they're kind of, some of them can move. I honestly just think it depends on the district and
Kind of on the leadership in the
Yep.
district, what their
Yep.
choices are.
exactly.
Okay.
So,
Great. And then lastly, what advice do you have for future professionals trying to enter ed tech fields or distance education fields?
support and great customer service. I think that my position has grown just because I'm there for the teachers. I understand when they get frustrated or if something doesn't work. So I keep understanding to help them and to be that support for them and to not give up on them, because they'll keep using it as long as you're there to, keep pushing it and helping them along the way.
So just because you're based in technology does not mean you
Correct.
don't interact with people.
Yes, and I think the best part of my position is that I was a teacher. And then, and now more in the tech side of things, I understand what it's like to have a classroom full of
Mhm.
students, and when things don't,
Work the way you
go
thought.
go as planned. You all of a sudden are in a panic wanting to talk to that tech person, and that's why I try to be on hand with phone, email, to be that support to the staff. So
Thank you very much.
yes.